What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the CUFO YouTube channel. It is the National League Matchday 41 5-minute preview as Carlisle United take the long trip down to Braintree Town this Saturday in a battle, really. Carlisle, of course, almost but confirmed in the playoff positions. Braintree fighting for their lives down in the relegation places. And it should be an interesting game, to be fair. It was a very straightforward game up at Brunton Park, but a lot more riding on this one. Braintree were looking to extend the gap away from the relegation zone, but could easily be sucked into that relegation fight come the end of the season, which is very fast approaching. In just over a month's time, the season will be finished. And to meet the opposition then in Braintree Town, the Irons, their manager is Stephen Pitt, and they were founded in 1898. They play their football at Crescent Road with total 4,222, and from Brunton Park to Crescent Road as a round trip, it will be 600 miles, which will take you around 10 hours and 35 minutes in the car. So a long trip down for any Carlisle fans making the trip to Braintree this Saturday. Over 300 tickets sold at the moment, which is a fantastic away end. But looking at the previous 5 games, and Carlisle sitting third with 81 points. A 1-0 win against Halifax, a 6-1 against Boston, a 2-1 defeat against Tamworth, 2-0 win against Aldershot, and a 2-2 draw against Southend. Braintree haven't won in their last 5. They sit 22nd in the league with 35 points. 1-1 against Brackley, a 3-2 defeat against Scunthorpe, a 1-1 against Morecambe, a 4-1 defeat against Wellstone, and a 1-0 away defeat at Gateshead. So losing to the teams in and around them there, and really desperately need to be picking up some points at some point for the rest of the season. Looking at the last time we met then, it was that 5-0 thrashing. Regan Linney hat-trick, a Langston own goal, and a Jack Ellis goal to make it 5-0 to Carlisle United in front of 6,761. Only 58 away fans making that long trip to Brunton Park in August, very early on in the season. Looking at the ones to watch then, I went with Elliot Thorpe. Joined Braintree in 2025, the 25-year-old centre attacking midfielder will be looking to make an impact. And I went with that man, Morgan Feeney, the centre defender, rejoined the Blues last year, 27-year-old, our captain. And what a signing he has been, in my opinion, by the way, for Carlisle United. Absolutely unbelievable signing, in my opinion. Probably the best signing of the summer, to be fair. I know that's crazy considering, the goals that Regan Linney's brought, but Morgan Feeney's been an absolutely sensational captain since his return to the club. Looking at the side 11 then, I've went with, I believe, an unchanged 11. We've got Gabe Reasonet with Bevis McGarvey and Morgan Feeney at the 2 centre-backs, Ryan Garvin at left-back, with Hayden Atkinson at right-back. Alex Gilliard's partners, Harvey McAdam as the 2 centre-defending midfielders, with Regan Linney and David Adjiboyes on the wing, Stephen Wern as the centre-attacking midfielder, with Luke Armstrong up top, providing the press and power we need, hoping that Adjiboye and Linney can make a threat coming in from the wide as well. But that is my starting 11 for Carlisle. Would you make any changes? I don't think I've changed this team in about 3 weeks, to be perfectly honest. You can maybe look at Terrell Thomas. Does he come back in after starting against Halifax? Does Jack Ellis get a start after a good performance against Halifax? But I have went with an unchanged 11 for my predictions, so let me know what you think and if you would make any changes to that starting 11. But looking at the matchday predictions then, matchday 41, can you believe we have 41 games into this season already? But starting with Brackley Town 0, Tamworth 1, Braintree Town 0, Carlisle United 2. Went with a 2-0 for Carlisle. I'll get onto that in a moment. We've then got EC2, Forest Green Rovers 1, FC Halifax Town 0, Scunthorpe 0, Gateshead 3, Yeovil 2. We've then got Morecambe 0, Aldershot Town 1, Solihull Moors 0, Altrincham 0, Sutton United 0, Rochdale 2. We've then got Truro City 0, Boreham Wood 1, York City 1, Woking 0. And that ends the matchday predictions for matchday 41. But I went with a 2-0 for Carlisle United. Goals from Harvey McAdam and Regan Linney will give us a 2-0 victory, in my humble opinion. I think it should be 3 points for Carlisle. I'll be disappointed if it isn't. But what are your predictions? Let me know in them comments down below. Thank you so much for all the support on the channel this season. Thank you for watching this video. I have been CU4, and I'll of course see you in the next one.